everyone. I'm alive and I'm here with Mel. You look a little festive. I got my little festive Christmas tree going.
Oh, I like the Christmas tree behind you. It's got a little train going around it.
Yeah, little choo choo train. When my grandson was little, he used to love, we'd go to the Oak, in the Oakland Zoo and they had a choo choo train. Oh my God. Choo choo. Now, not choo choo train, choo choo train.
I've got a boatload of Christmas decorations here, and I just didn't put them up this year. I didn't have time.
I've
Usually,
been so sick. I've lost 10 days already. I've been on the phone with Kaiser. I've been thinking, do I call 911? I mean, I can't drive to the hospital because if I go to a choking spell, I won't be able to breathe. So I was waiting and waiting. Today's day 6 of the prednisone. Tomorrow's the last day. And I actually slept a little last night.
you sound a lot better. I mean, last week when I talked to you, I thought, oh my God.
I
I
sound
mean,
like the exorcist.
like this. It was like, wow.
The power of Christ will compel you.
You know
Yeah,
who else?
I didn't get the tree top for my tree. It's in my shed, but I can't bother with it.
I didn't put up with tree. I was supposed to work today, and this morning I called Joan. I normally don't work on Mondays, but I said, Joan, I have to take the day off because yesterday I was so exhausted. I slept the whole day, and today,
That's good.
yeah, we're leaving tomorrow for Kentucky. So I just had to. I've got so much to do, and I just didn't have time to do it. So,
So,
uh,
George Clooney's sister died, and she lives in Kentucky.
wow.
Yeah,
Is he from
he's
there?
from Kentucky. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Um, Good people come from there, girlfriend. Oh, look, I didn't do anything. Why didn't I?
What kind of upshot is this?
Good. I was like, good people come from there, and that thing just, I think my computer's haunted.
I'll tell you, because it does the little bubbles and stuff.
I know, and I don't, unless there's something turned on, I don't,
I
let
like
me,
the one that shows the guys on the street doing crack cocaine. That's a fun one.
yeah, that's the fun one. The new Chippendale Dancers too is a good one.
I can't
You,
laugh too much.
you know, people say they love our humor. I said, you should hear us before the show.
You don't
Eh,
wanna. You don't wanna.
You don't wanna. So, yeah, I'm here, and then I'm gonna leave here, go to the bank. I gotta run to the grocery store and get just some lemons and some chicken stock
And you'll
because,
wait in line 2 hours.
yeah, well, hope not. I just need lemons because I make my own shrimp cocktail sauce, and I've got some, but I need to make more because I'm
Do
taking. They
you
had the
use a little horseradish?
I take the chili sauce, a little ketchup, not much, lemon, horseradish, Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire, that's the key. Garlic powder.
You got to have a little garlic powder, a little onion powder, uh, little lemon. Mix it up. If you don't have lemon, you can use vinegar, but I like lemon better. You mix it up, and then when you take the chili sauce out of the jar, I save the jar and I pour the cocktail sauce back in.
There you go.
So they had the big shrimp. I won't buy the little ones because I think it's a waste of money because you eat so many of them. But if you buy the big ones,
Oh,
you
they
know,
fill you up.
they're more expensive, but they're worth it. So they were huge, and they were on sale for like $20 a pound. And I splurged and got 2 pounds because my great niece, well, she's more like a daughter. She loves shrimp.
There you go.
I told her I was bringing shrimp, and she's like, "Yeah." And she said to me, "Did Linda Grindle send that ham?"
She
And
remembered it from last year.
she loves that ham. And I said, yes, she did. She said, tell her I love her and tell her thank you. So,
My friend Dan, his family, they so enjoy. And so every Christmas I've been sending them that ham. They live for it. They really enjoy it. They might one day just say, we're okay this year."
I tell her you can't have the bone. I bring that back with me. I do. And I freeze it and I
They
make
offered the boneless, and we tried that one year.
bones of
And
that.
Dan's wife could, she knew, I knew. I said that ham tastes pressed, like it wasn't good.
Better with the bone. So I use the bone and I use it to make like butter beans or maybe when if I tell you what it's really good with is in split pea soup. Oh,
Oh, a good split. I haven't had a good split pea soup in so long.
I'll send you the recipe. I made a thing of split pea soup the other day to knock your socks off. I made cabbage soup and it was like sweet and sour cabbage soup. And it was like, oh, and the cocktail sauce also put a little bit of agave nectar, not much.
Where the hell am I going to get agave nectar?
You get it at the grocery store.
Oh, I wouldn't think of
Or you could put a
agave
little
nectar
sugar,
in
but
the banana.
agave nectar, it doesn't, it's sweet. It's a sweetener, but it's got a lower glycemic index than sugar. Um, and it doesn't have the aftertaste like stevia. And it's when I make ketchup, I put that in there for sweetener. It's really
Oh,
good.
wow. Okay.
But anyway, but get the
Kaiser
white.
told me to look out for my sugar because apparently when you're on
Oh
prednisone,
yeah.
it can up your sugar. And
When I
fortunately, this morning my sugar was fine.
when I was in the hospital for my throat, when I had throat cancer, they were giving me uh IV steroids. And they came in and they said, "Oh, we're giving you insulin." I said, "I'm not diabetic." And they're
Mm.
like, "No, the steroids has made your blood sugar go up."
I know
And
when I had a surgery, my sugars went up to 700,
oh
and they
yeah,
gave me insulin.
that's what they did when I had my open heart surgery too. They gave me insulin because they had me on prednisone. I didn't get the moon face, but it makes your blood sugar go up. So
So I'm only on 7 days, 40 milligrams. There's
that
not going to be
couldn't hurt.
much of a.
That's not going to hurt anything.
I notice my ring's a little bit tight, so I'm probably swelling a little.
A little bit, but it doesn't. I mean, it'll make your blood sugar go up a little bit, but for 7 days, like whenever I had gout on my toe, and they gave me a prednisone pack or steroid pack, and you take six one day, five the
I
next
remember
day.
those days. Yeah,
Well, I just finished one about a month ago, and by day number two, it had knocked it right out. And so with that, your blood sugar doesn't go up really high either. But anyway,
good.
I'm glad you're feeling better. That's the main
Thank
thing.
you. I'm still
It's
alive. I was going to do my show with Danny on Friday, but now I got to cancel all Friday because there's a big level 2 storm coming. You can't quite trust the Weather Channel though. I'm
no,
sorry.
you can't. Mm-mm.
But they're saying there's even a possibility of tornadoes. There's some big flooding going on right now in Redding, California. And so I don't want my daughter and my grandson driving in or having to boat it out here. And my sister
No.
lives, she's not as bad, but and so we all decided let's go ahead and cancel Christmas Day and we're going to do Friday instead.
Perfect. When you make your prime rib, you can put a rub on it, salt, pepper. There's a
I use
Montreal.
Paula Deen's, yeah.
Oh, it's really good. Paula Deen's is good.
Yeah.
And then they say put it in the oven for like maybe 375, 400 for an hour,
500.
but then 500 for the whole and for an hour. That's right, 500 for an hour, and then turn the oven off and just leave
And
it in
don't
there.
open the door.
Right.
And it
And
turns out perfect, you guys. I can't believe it, but it's the truth.
and then they say at the end, if you want it a little bit more crispy on top, you can put it in at 375 for X amount of time. But I've heard that, and I'm going to try it. But they say the best prime rib is the one that has the bones in it.
Yeah, that's the one I'm having, and they tape it too.
Yes, yeah,
They're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
string it on. Keep the
And
bones on it.
do you cook it in a on a rack? In a rack?
Yes, yes.
Perfect. Oh, good. I love
Yes.
to cook. We'll trade recipes.
We're getting all hungry.
Now we're getting hungry. Okay.
Okay, well, thank you guys for all your questions. I haven't really got a chance to watch the news. It seems like they're just repeating the same stuff. What are you getting?
The same thing. I mean, I don't want to watch it because I swear at the TV. Um, but this whole Epstein or Epstein, it's in German is Epstein, um, thing that, I knew, I don't even know if it took a psychic to figure out, but I knew when they released those files that they're going to be heavily, heavily redacted.
Oh,
And
yeah, it was ridiculous.
yeah, and then they wasted so much money, over $850 million of taxpayers' money to go through and redact all of that stuff. They had specialists with the FBI redacting this stuff. And
And they got rid of the picture. So listen, they're talking about hitting Pam Bondi.
They're going to. And you know what? It just lends credence to what we've said because we predicted before that Pam Bondi is going to be indicted for obstruction of justice
Yes.
and Cash Patel as well, because he's the one that instructed the FBI to do all that redacting.
But Trump is telling him, don't worry, I got your back.
Yeah, he'll tell him he'll pardon him.
Yeah.
But that's not going to get him out of hot water.
Let me look. What's going to happen to Pam Bondi?
Well, she's gonna once Trump is gone, she's still gonna get indicted for obstruction of
Oh,
justice,
she's in
abuse
big
of
trouble
power.
once Trump is gone. But right now, I want to see if anything's going to
So
happen.
is Cash Patel. But while you're shuffling, I read that, Pam Bondi had the chutzpah, the gall, to say that the DOJ is complying and grab this one, that she is part of the most transparent administration in American history. And I thought, BS, you mean the most corrupt? Uh, but legal action, there's Thomas Massey, he's a Republican. He's going to try to bring contempt proceedings against Bondi, and so will Chuck Schumer uh, in the Senate is going to try to introduce legislation to take legal actions against the Trump administration
Well,
for
listen,
failure.
that one judge said that Linigan or whatever that woman, she is not supposed to be doing those charges against Letitia James. The person doing they were asking for it to be relooked at. Guess who's signing now? That Lindsay Linehan or whatever her name is,
Right.
the one they said isn't legal.
She's going to lose her license.
Oh yeah, but see that they're putting their nose up. You saw
There,
that smirk that Pam Bondi gave,
oh, I
right?
saw. This is all wag the dog. I'm telling you, this
Yeah,
is all wag the dog. Uh,
they're really going to come into a crash, you guys. I'm sorry. It's not right away. It's this year. When I do my 20, are you going to do 2026 predictions?
yeah.
Well, when I do mine, I want you to know he's gone before the end of 2026. But a lot of stuff, a lot of crash and burn. And
I mean,
this is one of the things that's going to crash and burn, this Epstein thing.
well, they're already talking about something called inherent contempt, and it can be used by the House and the Senate, which hasn't been used for a century. But when I read about it bypasses the courts altogether. It's called inherent contempt of Senate of the Congress. And my feeling is they're going to use it against Bondi, and they can fine her daily. Uh, oh yeah, and
While
Trump.
she doesn't give them the information they're
That's
asking
right,
for.
but I don't think Trump can intercede in that. Um,
You don't think, or or
I don't think he can, according to what I read, But it's funny, it's not funny, but we had predicted as well that before the midterms, the Dems could very easily take back over the House. I see a petition starting to get rid of Mike Johnson. Uh,
I've been seeing that. I'm surprised it hasn't already happened.
it's going to happen. And I think once Marjorie Taylor Greene is gone, she's going to work behind the scenes to do that, albeit I don't like her. She said she would read the Epstein files on the House floor, but I got a funny feeling she's going to have somebody else do it.
Okay. But it will get read.
It will. I see it. Um, and I see a new Speaker of the House coming. Um,
Republican?
well, could be, but it's not going to be somebody that's going to be a puppet to Trump. I can tell you that.
Okay.
But Trump is trying all these little things because they're really worried about the midterms. And they're going to try shenanigans with the voting and stuff like that, but they won't succeed. I see the Dems taking over the House and the Senate.
I definitely see that. And I'm
But
so sorry.
The Dems need to really now the Dems really need to take the reins and really start speaking up. They are, but more,
They are. Yeah.
you know.
And
Um,
then somebody told me that there was some big scandal where the Democrats had cheated in Georgia for votes, and I did searches on it, and it's totally bogus.
yeah, I haven't heard that. I haven't.
People will run with fake news. It's
Right,
amazing.
right.
Well, that's how Trump got away with a lot of stuff. He kept
That's why
throwing fake news out there, and people believed it.
that's why before we talk about stuff, I try to check some of the facts because I want to make sure that what we're predicting and the stuff we're talking about is for real and it's
I've
not.
made a mistake of saying something that we found out wasn't true. But I'll sit here if somebody writes and says this happened, and I'll text it, and lot more often than not they say it's not true.
Well, I mean, I've done the same thing and I'll go back and apologize for it. But anyway, Pam's going to be in deep trouble, that's for sure. Uh,
Hmm.
I don't think Trump will, I don't know. I'm seeing a falling out between her and Trump, and I'm seeing a falling out between Christine Noem and Donald Trump.
Well, he's going to throw them under the bus.
Yeah. Oh,
There was
yeah.
a video, I don't know if it's true, that he's saying F Marjorie Taylor Greene. And let me tell you something, if I go down, you guys are all going down with me.
Well, he can come back and say, I didn't tell Pam Bondi to do that. I didn't tell the FBI to do that. But they're going to have proof that those orders came from Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah, he texted it. He said, I need you to do these things.
I mean, we all know it, but they
I
will have
don't see Letitia James ever having to sweat this out. What do you think?
no, not at all.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Nope.
You got a question?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. Uh, well, you've already talked about it, but Rhonda Larkin says, "Greetings, Linda and Mel. There have been so many predictions that he will be gone by the end of the year. Well, that is coming up.
Not this
What?
year, next year.
Yeah, what are you seeing? Thank you for what you do for us. Well, I won't read on what other psychics predict, but not this year, but I see him gone by
I've
next year.
never said this year.
No, no, I didn't either. So I see him gone.
He's
I hope
definitely, this 26 is his last. Hurrah.
his health is really bad.
Yeah.
And I keep having that dream, the
You're
headlines
still
that
having it.
I'm still having it, that he passes away. Now he's starting to send something to Greenland because I want to make Greenland a state. Yeah, that along with Canada, Donald. It's never going to happen.
No,
Never.
none of that's going to happen. So there was another assassination attempt. Well, actually, there was a successful assassination on a big top-notch Russian general.
Yeah, there was a car bomb. I just heard about it. But I'm thinking Putin had something to do with that, don't you?
No, I feel it was Zelensky.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, hmm.
I think they'd
Because
rather have it be Putin.
because Putin is, excuse me, you'll hear this beeping. I've got a little heater here by my feet.
Oh, I thought that was your jail monitor.
Yeah, it is. It went off. I'm too far away from home. It's telling them I'm doing drugs as we do our show.
There we go.
Um, well, Putin is known to, throw people out first floor windows or say they die or, poisoning. But I saw the car bomb, but and I see, and well, I don't like violence of any kind, but I do see a lot more high-level officials in the Putin regime being taken out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Ooh, ooh. Real quick. Will Johnson be thrown out soon? Let me look real quick.
I hear yes. I
He
mean, how
might be the
soon?
one that goes by when they come back in
I mean,
January.
how soon is soon? But I still see behind the scenes, maybe it's Marjorie Taylor Greene or people that she still knows in the House, because a lot of Republicans are leaving the House. I still see, a petition or whatever you want to call it, circulating in the House to oust Mike Johnson.
Do you feel like it's a mutiny on the bounty? Suddenly it's an overtake?
Just like they did with McCarthy.
Yeah.
Remember McCarthy? Marjorie Taylor Greene. I forget what it's called. There's a name
And
for
what's his face? Beavis and Butthead guy. What's his name?
it. Oh God. I don't know. But that's how they got rid of McCarthy.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what's going to happen with Johnson. I mean, it's going to be a while.
Trump constantly tells him, "Don't you worry. I'm not going to let them remove you." I can hear him saying it to him.
Well, Trump can say all he wants, but if they vote to get rid of him, they get rid of him.
Yeah, but I hear him telling Johnson, "I've got your back."
Right.
So for some reason, he thinks that they've got his back. I would say in the next, it could, the latest would be April.
My psychic light bulb just went on, and there's going to be people coming out. I mean, whistleblowers are going to, I mean, Trump's administration is going to be leaking like a sieve.
I know.
If they thought there was a lot of whistleblowers the first time around, wait, you ain't seen nothing yet. But I see people coming forward saying things about Mike Johnson that are true. In other words, that he was taking orders directly from Trump and that
Which
he
he's not
engaged
supposed to.
in illegal stuff.
Yeah,
So, there's going to be so many special investigations going on.
yeah.
But
Makeup. Sorry.
there you go.
Okay.
Make up. Cut.
So you got a question?
Um, um, People are wanting to know about Nick Reiner and things like that, but I don't want to comment on it until it goes, they want to know if he's going to be convicted. Um, they're gonna, I will say this much. They will have a competency hearing. Insanity is not a psychological term, it's a legal one. And all that means is someone competent to stand trial. And right now, in my psychic opinion, he isn't. But by the time the trial rolls around, the courts will say that he is competent to stand trial.
But I do see him eventually ending up in some sort of hospital sort of
I
situation.
see him in an institution for the criminally mentally ill that he would have to stay in for a very, very, very long time. That's
Yeah,
how.
it's just
Uh,
so terrible because he misses them too.
well, it's just a sad commentary on how we deal with mental health in this country.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, this young man was blinking red for a very long time,
yeah.
but
He was
it's
just diagnosed as a schizophrenic.
schizophrenic. But it's unfortunate that sometimes law enforcement has their hands tied until they do something that to try to hurt themselves or somebody else, and by then it's too late.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
we need better ways to identify and predict, people who are going to engage in homicidal and violent behavior like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just a tragedy all the way around. Not only did their children, the Reiner children, lose their mom and dad, in a way they lost their brother too.
Oh, they had this best special on him last night after 60 Minutes. Rob Reiner. What a mensch. What a wonderful guy. He was
Yeah,
just an all around nice guy, and he saved so many people's careers. Kathy Bates was talking how he met her, and she was a little nervous, and then he had her do a couple of her crazy things. He said, "You're her. You're the one I'm looking for." And she said, little did she realize it totally changed her life. She won the Academy Award for that movie she was in.
which one it was.
It was the one where she kidnapped the author.
Oh, Misery.
Misery.
That
That was
was
so spooky.
that movie was phenomenal. I love her. She's one of my favorite actresses.
She's
She really is.
fantastic. And when she took the boards and broke his ankles, oh my God.
It's
And Michael Douglas and all these big time movie stars were saying that still gives him the creeps to this day.
especially how she did it. Like, I love you, Paul. It's an operation called hobbling. It's like,
They asked Stephen King, who wrote that, what did you think of the movie? He said, well, actually, I didn't write her to be like that bad, but you made it really good.
oh, she did. She was incredible. And then you can see the change in her character from supposedly like, making him the meatloaf, and it's so wonderful. And then all of a sudden, how evil you saw
And
that
she
she was.
used those poo poo, caca,
Oh, cockadoodie.
cock-a-doodle.
That's cockadoodie. Oh, cockadoodie. I mean, she was phenomenal in that
She
movie.
was so good. Now you got me in the mood. I watched A Few Good Men. Was that the
Oh, I
one
love
with
that
Jack
movie.
Nicholson?
That's a
They
great.
said Jack Nicholson did that so good. His thing about you can't handle the truth. They had planned on filming all day, and he said, Rob Reiner said, "Well, you guys, it was a perfect cut. You can all go home now."
Yeah. And the same with Brando. Marlon Brando was notorious for never learning his lines. And in The Godfather, when he's in his study on his daughter's wedding day, that cat he was holding, that
Yeah,
was not supposed to be in the script. The cat was wandering around the studio, and Marlon Brando picked it up and started, and it was great because here's this man who's ordering people to be killed, and he's playing with this cat.
playing with the cat, isn't
And
that
that's
something?
what made it so genius. But he never learned his lines. In fact, they said in that scene there was somebody right in front of him holding the lines. He was notorious, and then he was notorious for just putting in what he wanted.
Yeah,
That was his genius. So
ad-libbing it. Yeah.
yeah, but he's one of
No,
my.
Jack Nicholson learned his lines. He knew his
I
lines.
know Jack Nicholson's one of my favorite actors as well. De Niro's one of my favorite actors.
And Pacino.
Oh, Pacino's good too. But Kathy Bates is incredible.
Yeah. Now you got me in the mood. Oh, and you know what I watched last night and kept falling asleep, kept putting it back on? It was on sale for $5 at Comcast. Princess Bride.
Ooh,
That was one of the funniest movies. I swear to God, that was so
also,
cute.
I like to New Year's Day. They always air the episodes of Twilight Zone
Uh-huh.
and 24 hours of Twilight Zone, and I watch it. It's just
That's so much
I've
fun.
seen them a million times, but it's kind of a tradition. So anyway, all right. I think it's your turn, right?
Well, yeah, let me look into Jack Smith, part two of the documents. It would show Trump committed treason. He told them. Let me tell you, I don't care what's his name has to say. Who's Jim Jordan?
Right.
He's nervous because he knows really what they have on Trump.
When I first met you, and I've told this story a bazillion times, we were talking on the phone, and you said to me, I had a dream that I saw on the television. It was a dream, and it said Trump is guilty of treason. And I remember you telling me that. And you said, and it's going to come out that he committed treason.
He did.
And I thought to myself at the time, what do you want? But
And
uh,
then I went, did you hear me go?
yeah, right. But here we are.
Yeah.
I remember as clear as a bell you telling me that. In fact, I even know where I was when you were telling me. I was driving home from our friend's house because I had just picked up the dog because they had been watching the dog.
Well, let me tell you something. Jack Smith wants to see that guy go down.
Well, they'll probably try some shenanigans against Jack Smith, but it's not going to go anywhere.
No, it's not going to go anywhere. Let's take a look. Jack Smith.
Oh, he's got a lot of stuff, and he's going to come out with it.
He's got a lot of chutzpah,
You got that right.
and he likes his subway.
He's not going to go away, that's for sure.
No, he's not. He's waiting because you know what pisses him off? Trump was selling nuclear information from the United States to other countries.
Oh, clearly. And they're going to have hard
He
evidence.
can prove it beyond a reasonable doubt.
It's one thing to say
And
it.
it pisses him off that that man's walking around.
Ooh, I got the seven of cups,
What's
which
that
means
mean for you?
delusion, confusion. So all of the confusion and diversions and detract that Trump has done about that whole Jack Smith thing, delusion, confusion means the truth is going to come to the surface. Strength. And Jack Smith is
Ooh.
strong enough and has the chutzpah enough to do it.
Yep.
Uh,
He's holding on very strongly. But let me tell you something. The
ooh.
master of the universe, the God force, is with him.
And I pulled the seven of swords, which means deceit. So Jack Smith is going to bring out all the deceit and a lot of the lies and everything like that Trump pulled. Uh, Jack Smith is not done yet, that's for
No.
sure. They'll try to silence him,
He's
but it
gonna
won't
set
work.
this man a sail. He's gonna look but look at this.
Ooh,
There could be a military action that Trump's getting ready to take that's gonna make him real vulnerable and Jack goes in for the kill. But look at this.
wow. Yeah, you know what? When I pull these cards about what Jack Smith has on Trump,
Yeah,
I mean, the cards look really bad when it comes to Trump.
yeah.
Uh,
And look at this. This is Trump looking for a way out.
you know,
I think other nations will turn their back to him.
they will. You know, it's almost like sticky tabs, and I keep seeing those, and each sticky tab has something that Trump has done illegally, and before they would just slide right off. And this is a vision I've had before, but now they're sticking all over him, and there's no room for any more of them. And each
Yeah,
one is an indictment
right,
and a conviction.
right, right.
I don't know if he'll live long enough, but I still think that those around him and are going to be uh,
In trouble.
in trouble. That's right. And they can still try him posthumously after he's dead, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. So go ahead and ask your question.
Uh, all right. Um, all right. I'm not gonna answer that one. Okay. Uh, Paulette Jordan, an indigenous dim, is running for governor of Idaho. Do you see her winning? If so, she'd be the state's first female governor and the country's first indigenous governor. Wow.
I
For
feel yes. I've been feeling yes on that.
I got cold chills.
Look
And
what
I
I
see a
got.
lot of wow. It'll be a struggle, a big struggle, but I'm feeling that she'll get it. And ooh, she's very intuitive.
That's great.
Um, I'm feeling that that will set the stage for a lot more Native people and Indigenous people uh, to run for office in this country, and they'll win.
Yeah.
I like that. Um,
What's the name of the gal that they interviewed on Vanity Fair?
I don't know
She's the
about what.
one that works for Trump.
Um, oh, Wiles.
Wiles. I went Wales instead of Wiles.
Oh, she's going to come out with a lot more too. And
Well,
notice how, no,
she tried to turn into Trump. It's a lie. It's out of proportion.
if you need to stop the video so you can cough, it's okay.
I'm pretty good. I
Um,
would before if I had done this show before. Oh my God, I was suffering.
notice when what she talked about, it was on the news for a couple of days, then all of a sudden it went silent. But there's going to be more coming out about it, I'm telling you.
Well, the other thing is that she sat there and lied and said they took it out of proportion. He said, I have it all on tape. By the way, the gentleman that interviewed her was on the news the other day, and he spoke quite intrinsically about this. He said she was just as nonchalant. She's a powerhouse. He said, she's somebody Trump totally believes in, explicitly trusts her.
Well, guess what? Um, she knows a
And
lot on him, and they're going to go after her too.
who is?
The government, once Trump
Okay.
is out.
Well,
You tell us what you know, and we'll
but you
cut you.
know, this offset him because this really, even though he still trusts her, at first he's like, yeah, yeah, they don't know what they're talking. But when he found out that they have tapes, and the guy said, it's not up to me. Vanity Fair will probably play the tapes. Oh my God!
And they will.
Now call us a liar, sucker.
Well, yeah, what are they going to tell her? She'll threaten suit. So sue us. Go ahead. We've got you on tape. I mean, when um, she probably told Donald Trump it was taken out of context, or that's what Trump would say.
Yeah,
But
those will be played. Trust me.
they will be. That's right.
The other thing is Melania is not budging for it at all after she threatened to sue that Schmidt guy. She said
You
she
know,
was going to sue him for $1 million.
we'll go ahead because she's
And
not
he
going
sued
to
her.
win.
He said,
That's
I'll
right.
tell you what, you bring your proof and I'll bring my proof. Now she isn't saying a word.
And what about that thing what was it? Some Trump wants to call it the Trump Kennedy. That'll never happen. If he does, here's what I see. Once a Democrat president gets in, I really feel like Newsom will run. And if he does, he'll win. He should make Kelly his vice president. But I see the first thing that a Democrat president is going to do
Is take
It's
that name off that building.
That's well, the first thing they'll do is issue a presidential, an executive order overturning all of Trump's executive orders. Second thing, they'll take the name off the building, but Trump really can't rename that building because it's supposed to go through Congress, and he didn't.
He didn't do
Uh,
any of that. The
and
other
that
thing is
ballroom,
that ballroom is going to be a dud.
exactly. He's not going to pay contractors. He's trying to make it bigger than life, and it's not going to work. And now he's going against the MAGAs. He's calling it Trumplicans or whatever he's calling it, and he's going against the MAGAs. He's crumbling.
Oh, he's
And
losing his mind. Yeah, he's getting ready to
well,
crash.
we've known that, right?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay. Here's a good one.
What?
Uh, let's see. Good morning, Linda and Mel. I'm retired and just received sticker shock when I saw what's going to cost for my Medicare insurance. I live in Michigan and I know it's better here than other places in the country. My question is, do you ever see them giving us a break from taxes and health insurance costs? If so, when? I know timelines are hard for you and Mel. Merry Christmas to everyone. Oh,
Oh,
dear.
I actually see. This is a weird hit, and I'm just going to say it out loud, and I'll talk more about it on my 2026 predictions. I actually see so much chaos going on about this. People being so angry because you remember I don't know if you said it, but I was feeling too that we're going to have even more marches in 2026.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet.
And what I'm feeling is it's going to scare the Republicans to go back into the hall and vote again and switch this around. Almost in desperation because they know they're fodder. They know they're getting ready to be taken out.
And the Affordable Care Act is not gone, you all,
No, it's not.
because they don't have anything. They don't, I don't know. This
Oh,
thing's haunted, I'm telling you. They don't have anything like Trump says they got this wonderful package. They don't have anything.
yeah.
Uh, but what I see coming, I wrote, because the Medicare comes out of our Social Security.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
by the way, my Medicare is $300 more now.
Oh yeah, it's going to go up. And they say it's an entitlement. It's not an entitlement. It's something we paid into, and we're paying for our Medicare. Here's what I see coming, though, that after we get, and then they tax our Social Security.
I know.
But I see legislation saying that after people are over a certain age, maybe 65 or 70, uh, that their Social Security cannot be taxed,
That'll come up towards the end of next year.
and that they cannot price gouge Medicare like that. Uh, and so I feel you're right about that, but I also see people over a certain age, but within a certain income group being exempt. Well, everybody exempt from paying tax on Social Security.
Yeah.
Uh,
But you
so
saw that the turtle, Mitch McConnell, he's the reason the prices for the drugs are so high because you can't Medicare can't negotiate with pharmacy.
that'll change
Hmm.
because they will let Medicare negotiate. I mean, my out-of-pocket expenses have gotten to be more. And
Yeah,
and that's another way that Medicare is going up. I mean, and I'm on a drug that if I didn't have health care insurance, it would cost me almost 3,000 a month.
fudge.
And I can't afford that. It's a shot I give myself every 2 weeks. It's called Repatha. It brings down cholesterol. It's an antibody because I can't take statin drugs, and it's a lifesaver. In fact, I gave myself a shot yesterday. But
Oh, that's not the boner medication?
uh, no, that's a different one. I tried Viagra, but but it got stuck in my throat, and I had a stiff neck for 3 days.
I can't laugh that hard. You're killing me, my friend.
That's that one up. Sorry. No, I couldn't afford the boner medication.
Oh God, sorry you guys. Okay,
Welcome to
so
Linda and Mel. That was good.
let's get another good question. You guys gave us some good questions.
These are good.
Okay, Bonnie said the Russian nuclear where is it? I lost you. The Russian nuclear rocket move to Belarus. I believe you say nuclear won't be allowed, but it's a scary idea. There won't. He's by the way, Putin has been trying a couple of nuke plays where they've actually set them off, and
Right.
they've blown up and did other things. They're not working because the ETs won't let them work.
And because they're so
They
old,
have outdated. Yeah.
they're outdated. I ask if you know, I mean, we have to worry about nuclear things, but I ask if there was going to be any kind of nuclear war or anything, and I pulled the world, so that would be no.
Okay.
Um, I've got one. Mystical light goddess. Ooh, I like that.
That's
Mystical
beautiful.
light goddess. Ooh. Um, will Brad Lander from New York get elected to U.S. Congress? If he's a Democrat, yes. I don't know who he is really. I should know, but I don't. But I see a Democrat from New York getting elected to Congress.
Awesome. Awesome.
While we're on that, Mystical Goddess also wants to know, will Antonio Delgado become New York governor? If he's a Democrat, yes.
Yeah, definitely. You
Okay.
know, they're saying the Democrats' numbers aren't as good either, but I actually think you get somebody like Newsom, and you got to get people in there telling people off. I'm sorry. You got to get somebody in there just as gruff as His Majesty, what's his name?
We've
Orange
been saying
Crush.
for a long time that we need Democrats that are going to be mouthy and fiery and like you say, tell people off. And I do see that happening. That's why Newsom, some people in California don't like him, but I want to tell you something. He's got those memes like against Trump, the same thing that Trump pulls. Newsom, that's what I
He
mean,
tore him up. I love
he
it.
tore him up and he's going to continue to tear him
He
up.
said, I'd like you to put this into for your consideration.
Oh,
You know who I just had a flash on?
ooh,
Um, Liz Cheney. She's going to be put into the administration. I
absolutely.
just saw that.
I got cold chills up and down.
Yeah,
That means yes. Yeah, when she was voted out, both of you and I said she's not done. No way.
yeah. Oh, by
Marjorie
the way,
Taylor Greene, I'm sorry.
I
I think
I
Marjorie
talked to.
Taylor Greene will try something, but I don't know. She was going to try a run for
What do you
office.
think about Elise? What's her name?
Stefanik.
Yeah, she's not going to run for governor, and she's not going to run for office. She knows
Well,
she can't do nothing while he's there.
and I'll tell you who else is, well, yeah, her career is pretty much done. And I'll tell you, Lauren Boebert's career is going to be over. Uh, Christy Noem's going to be dog meat. Marco Rubio, he's done
I
after
know.
the.
They were showing some video of him at one of those things that Charlie Kirk's wife was at. The poor grieving widow wearing sparkling outfits and doing her fake tapping.
It's gonna,
Anyway,
as Andrew would say, we're gay, we can say this, but Andrew said it, and it's the first time I'd ever heard it. And I roared, and it's nothing against gay people, but what we say when somebody, is closeted, there's going to be a lot of people like, I'm not saying Rubio is, but a lot of people like him. It's going to come out that they, in fact, do have helium in their high heels.
well, you know, they were showing his eyes are real dilated and he was real angst. So he might be doing drugs now too.
Well, I got a funny feeling there's going to people that come out on Grinder that are going to say,
Oh, they say Grinder is run by the Republicans.
well, I mean, it's really busy during Republican conventions,
Yeah.
but some of
And
the
there's
hookup,
nothing wrong with that. It's just that dim.
oh,
If you're a dim is gay, they say they're gay.
well, some of the hookups that some of those uh, people in the government have that are so anti-gay have hooked up with are going to come forward. And I mean, they're going to name some really high-level politicians. So
Yeah, I mean, it was like that guy that was so anti-gay. I remember he was a white dude with glasses, and then he got caught trying to hustle somebody in the bathroom at the airport.
there you go.
End of
And,
his career.
and then lied about it. Uh,
Okay,
all right. I,
you
I,
got one for me, kid?
Yeah, Pippi 807 says, is Clinton in the files? I know they want to make it look this way. I really don't think that Clinton had much to do with it. Uh,
I know he went on trips. There was some pictures of young girls around him though. But I never thought he was interested in young girls.
but the same with Trump. Okay. However, Trump's going to try to make it look like that, well, Bill Clinton did this and Obama did that and blah, blah. Obama has nothing to do with those files. But my point is, he's going to try that diversionary stuff and they're going to try to make it look like Clinton did something. But I feel that this is one time when Clinton didn't.
Yeah.
Uh, so
Uh-oh, I'm
they're not
choking
going
up.
to have. And besides that, Bill Clinton is not president. If you
Yeah.
need to pause it, you can. That's okay.
Actually, whatever was stuck is gone now.
I feel like I'm being your parent here.
I know. Well that people can hear what I've been going through and look at what the heck?
Well, that's good though, because that stuff is starting to loosen up and you're coughing it up. But I want to tell you, when when I was in Europe the last couple of days when I got home, I had that dry cough and nothing was coming
Oh,
up.
it hurts. That's what
Oh,
I initially started with, and
oh,
that's why my rib cage was killing me.
oh, every time I'd cough, I was like, oh,
You're
please. And
holding
then,
and you're moaning.
oh, it was
And
horrible.
my poor son, he's such a sweetheart, my little, my youngest. He comes out of his room. Mama, you okay? He just wanted
Oh,
to make sure I'm okay.
oh, but I'll tell you what to do. Get a paper towel roll. And what I would do, even after I had open heart surgery, because when I would cough, I felt like aliens, something
Oh,
popping out of my chest. But I would squeeze it real
we used to
tight.
make those pillows for heart
Yes,
wards.
yep. Try that with a paper towel roll or two and squeeze it real tight when you cough,
Well,
and
the
that
chest
will.
pain's gone now.
Okay, well, good.
Thanks to the steroids,
Prednisone.
um, I'm coughing, yeah, and it sounds bad, but I'm not moaning anymore.
I believe you had slight pneumonia. That's what I think.
That's when well, listen, I talked to Kaiser yesterday. I'm like, Biss, you told me I should be over this in no time at all. But they said, wait till I get done with I just went blank. Wait till I get done with the prednisone, which tomorrow's
Yes,
my last day. And then we're going into Christmas. And they said, if you still have a lingering cough, come in and we'll do a chest x ray.
they can give you like a nebulizer with some steroid in it.
I
Albuterol will
have
stop.
that too. I have
Good.
that too.
Albuterol will stop an attack. It doesn't prevent
No,
one.
I have but you can't use the one with the steroid, but twice a day.
Yes, I know. Because
Hmm.
here's one
They
from
didn't tell
Carol.
me how often I can douche, though. Is it once or twice or three times?
Well,
What are they?
that is a French word meaning shower. So, so you may have the douche.
Douche.
There
Oh,
you
you
go.
guys.
That's funny. Um, Here's somebody, Carol Phillips. This is a good question. She goes, any chance to have a show about other topics like animals, trees, earth energy, the sea, etiquette, nature, and healing topics, mystical history, lost civilizations? I just thought these could make refreshing, meaningful shows. Yeah, we can. I do it sometimes. I just had Lynn
There's a lot
Sanford
of
on.
psychic people out there that do shows like that.
Yeah, I mean, but people, and that's a great idea, Carol. Thank you. But I think
Yeah.
most of people need reassurance that we're going to get through this dark night of the soul and that we're going to come out on the other end, not unscathed, but we'll get through it. And our democracy
This is just
will.
to keep reminding everybody. And then when we get like a hit and it comes true, it makes people happy.
That's right. That, our democracy will survive, our union will endure, and justice will be done. Abe Lincoln told me that when I visited his tomb.
Oh,
And
I remember that was wonderful.
yeah, that wasn't that
That
incredible.
was wonderful. I loved that visit.
It was
You were
incredible.
teary eyed when you told me about it.
I know it was like, whoa, because I think,
I said, Mel, quit calling me whining like a little biatch all the time.
Abraham Lincoln's my
Snap out of
hero.
it.
Smack my rear end in the middle of next week. All right, here we go. Uh, Audrey Richards. Will Trumpty, will Trumpty, Dumpty really cut Social Security?
No,
I am really tired of all the pain and stress he puts on the
no.
American people.
They
He'll,
want to, but now they can't even touch it. They
oh,
may have back when Elon Musk was first in the. They were thinking they were working around, but they can't do it now. They can't do these underhanded things anymore because more of the Republicans are going to say no than say yes.
well, Trump is going to be like, I didn't do it. Musk did it. So and so did it. But Donald, you could have undone it, and you didn't.
Didn't
And
that Wiles lady say that Elon was really a whack job, a ketamine whack job?
something, yeah. Um, but I think that a lot of these departments that Trump has dismantled because of Project 2025, once he's gone and once the Maybelline Queen is gone, I feel like those departments will be reinstated. A lot of those people that lost their jobs and got laid off will be rehired. It'll take a while, and it's going to take a while for us to repair the damage that Cittadini has done. But I see legislation being passed to prevent, in case we ever have another rogue president, to prevent a lot of this stuff from happening again. So,
Yeah, yeah.
all right, it's your turn, I think.
Oh, is it my turn? Well,
Yep.
this will be the last question because I'm going to be on with Ness.
Oh,
She's going to do her little thing she does. I
just gonna
miss
do a
her.
little thing.
She's very good at. I got her calendar, by the way. Her astrological calendar is
Oh,
excellent. I'm not a student of astrology. I
me,
never could understand it. It's like algebra to me.
me too. And I suck
But
at.
she makes it fun when she talks about it. And who else I enjoy, even though he's a little bit more level, is Andre.
Oh, Andre's incredible. He gave me a chart with a reading with my astrology chart, and it was right on the money. In fact,
He's that way.
I've had a lot of astrologers do my chart, but I want to tell you something. His was the absolute best. He's really good at what he does because, they'll say, your Saturn's in the third house, or this is that, and that's there. And it's like, what does all that mean? And, he really explained it well. I remember years ago taking a class in astrology. You had to learn
He
how to
just, yeah.
interpret the chart. One of my cousins and I and this girl Wanda and I became very, very good friends. I was too busy passing notes back and forth to Wanda about how good looking the instructor was.
That would be you.
Yeah, well,
That would be you.
so that's what I got out of it. I went just because everybody else, and he would ask me a question, I'd be like,
Yeah. So, do you have anything on your calendar coming up that people should know about?
anyway.
Anything on
Oh,
your
thank
calendar?
you. Thank you to Androniki, first of all.
Yes. We love
Product.
our Andrew.
We love our Andrew. I have openings on the Danube. It's leaving in May. But the first two decks, the Horizon and the Vista deck, they're sold out. I have a couple openings on the bottom deck. It's cheaper, but it's still nice.
Yeah.
I've got openings for Iceland to go see the eclipse, and we're going to see it in Reykjavik. And Reykjavik is only going to last a totality about a minute, minute and a half. And then I've got openings for the Galapagos in September. Um, Kevin Chandler and I are planning something in Gettysburg for ghost hunting.
When? In September?
I'm sorry. No, 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 no.
Oh,
Before
because
that.
those gals, Nikki and those gals, are supposed to do an event for Gettysburg too.
Oh, okay. But anyway,
And Julie and
uh,
Dennis are going to go.
oh, cool. Um, so anyway, and then let me see what else. Uh, I'm probably going to be teaching in Slovakia and just, the normal shows we have. So that's what's coming up. How about
That
you,
should be
Linda?
fun.
How about you,
Oh
dear?
no, I got nothing planned. I'm going to go see the go. I'm going to the Spear up to Las Vegas to see the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, let me know.
Yeah,
I
I heard
want
it's
to
supposed to
see
be
that.
fantastic.
Ooh,
I'm going to meet my
that is
friend
my
Chris and
favorite
Mary up there.
movie. That's my favorite movie of all time.
Me too.
In fact, the last ice show that we ever did, we used to do ice shows every year and we'd skate in them, but the kids could skate. We did it for the park district and, to help raise money for the kids to skate. And we'd write the shows and then we'd go into a recording studio and do voiceovers. And I used to do voiceovers for it. But when we did The Wizard of Oz, I always wanted to do the voiceover of the Wicked Witch of the West. And
Oh,
I got to do it and was like, I whenever I would hear her voice, I would be like, I would get cold chills, and it still creeps me out. I'll get you, my little pretty, you and your little dog too. It's
yeah.
like whoa.
I
And I
heard
did.
it's a terrific show. We'll find out. Just a couple
Well, let
of
me
days. I'm
know.
taking my sister and my daughter and my grandson.
When are you going?
The 2nd of January.
Oh wow. Yeah, let me know.
Fortunately, I got over this. Whew.
I think
Fortunately, I
I think
hope I'm better because Kaiser said it can last up to 3 weeks.
you can make yourself a little hot toddy.
Yeah, I don't have any liquor here, so I couldn't make it. I was afraid to drive. I couldn't drive myself. I would have had to call 911 because if I have a coughing spell while I'm driving, I would
Do
crash.
you have any lemon and honey in the house?
Yeah, I had that last night.
You could do that. That'll work.
Yeah.
All right, sweetie.
Well,
Uh,
thank you, sweetie. Thank you
Merry
so much.
Christmas.
Thank
Uh,
you, you guys.
Linda, I just have to tell everybody what a wonderful friend you are.
Oh, and
Uh,
you too. You're a
uh,
very good friend. Thank you
you
so
know,
much.
you really are a sister to me, and I am so thankful. I mean, if it was you that got me started on YouTube, and it really pushed me to do it. And I've seen so many people that you've helped in the community to get their channels up and going, and you're just always so
There's a
great.
lot of good people out there
There's
too.
a lot of good people out there, and I just want to say I just feel so blessed to have you in my life, and it's a true blessing. So
And can you do one other thing before we end?
yes,
Can
what's
you
up?
can you ask the Lord Jesus Christ that the 49ers win tonight?
Dear Lord,
Dear Lord, let the 49. I always laugh
dear
about that
Lord,
because
if dear Lord, if they don't win, I ain't going to church.
I
And
swear
God
to
is
God.
saying,
But
you
it's
know,
so funny. Like God chooses teams, you know. Why would he choose one team over the other?
right? It's coming. Dear Lord, if they don't win, I ain't going to church. And God's saying, you don't go to church
You
anyway.
don't go to church anyways, fool. Fool.
All
All right, sweetheart. You
right.
take care.
Love
Bye,
you. Bye.
everyone. Love you all. Cheers.
Bye.